this side, as you can see the parade ring. And I see there's a few big players over there. So I'd stand that so it's easier anyway for Alice, okay? What lot number am I from? I got bloody hundreds of them. I'm about time. So, Mary, quite important. Ronan and you, I want to work out if horses are sold. We need to determine whether they're going to stay with the trainers or not. Guys here. You know what I mean? It's very important, Ronan. Change of ownership number. Yeah. Come back here, sort it all like that. And work out if horses are trotting and changing, going anywhere. They need to be scratched. If a horse is bought, it can be scratched from Ascot as well. You know what I mean? If you've got an Ascot, it's bought by somebody. You know what I mean?
Are we good to go? A warm welcome, a very warm welcome, in fact, to the 5th Goffs London sale in association with Kipco. We'll be making a start in just a few moments' time, so if you're interested in the lots, we'd like you to come just a little bit closer. A few things we'd like to tell you before we start. Today's sale is governed by the conditions of sale on pages 17 to 37 of the catalogue. Please have a look at those. We direct your attention to them. And all bidders are deemed to have read, understood, and agreed to be bound by those conditions of sale. In particular, we draw your attention to conditions 2.1, commission and fees, 4, basis of sale, 5, prohibited substances, 9, purchases, and 12, lots returnable, which covers the complaints procedure. We also suggest you familiarise yourself with our advice to buyers on pages 14 and 15 in the catalogue. If you're a vendor, please ensure you lodge reserves in writing prior to each lot being sold. Now, you all have the catalogues, I hope. The horses in training and the 2-year-old breezers are offered with a pre-sales veterinary certificate and x-rays, whilst the broodmares are sold with pregnancy certificates. 20 of the 24 horses in training have entries in the Royal Meeting this week, as intimated on each catalogue page, and we'll confirm which race, if there's 2, at the time of offering each lot. If you're a successful purchaser, you should speak to Weatherby's on the desk behind me to complete the paperwork for the transfer of ownership and to ensure that your new horse carries the new colours at Ascot. You have to be a registered owner with a recognised racing authority for this to apply. But if you have any queries, please speak to Weatherby's at the desk behind me. We'd like to express our thanks to the BAJ for their cooperation in allowing this unique facility at the sale. Now, we have a main catalogue and a supplementary catalogue. The main catalogue has lots 1 to 28, and there's a supplementary catalogue comprising lots 29 to 32. As each lot's offered, we will show him or her on the big screen to my left, and there are touch screens on site to preview any lot. They're also to my left. Now, we'd ask you to bid clearly and quickly, either to the auctioneer. I'll be auctioning the first 15 lots, and Nick Nugent will be auctioning the lot 16 to the end. And we ask you to bid clearly and quickly to the auctioneer or to the various bid spotters on the podium. On the podium directly in front of me are Sean and Chris. Put your hands up, lads. There we are. And half right are Tim and Charlie. So you can bid to them. They'll shout your bid and we'll take them. Our minimum bid today is £5,000 and purchases are subject to a 6% buyer's premium as per condition 213, whilst all accounts are settled in sterling. We ask you to listen carefully to an announcement that may be made by the auctioneer at the time each lot is introduced, as those announcements are final and binding on all parties, including in relation to the Royal Ascot entries. Any further inquiries should be directed to the Goffs sales desk, which is directly behind me and on the rostrum, or to any of the Goffs team. They're all wearing white shirts and blue Goffs ties, and we ask everyone to follow any instructions from the Goffs team that may be appropriate at any time. Before we get going, I particularly want to extend our thanks to our title partner, Kipco, for their tremendous support, and to our supporting partners, Chateau Leyoub, to Selfridges, Select Mobile, Jet Smarter, Rosemary Water, and Bolan Brewery, all of who have made a significant contribution in so many ways. Finally, when we've offered the horses, immediately after lot 32, we have a first for Goffs, because at the end of the sale, immediately straight away, on behalf of World Horse Welfare, a very notable charity that's described for you on page 102 in your catalogues, we're going to offer a one-off specially commissioned painting entitled Mother Love by the world-renowned equine artist Katie O'Sullivan. It's there to be sold, and it's going to be auctioned, a world first for Goffs, in the first of our 152-year history. We will welcome a female auctioneer to wield the Goffs cattle. Georgina Gold will take you through that auction. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to go. Welcome once again to the 5th Goffs London Sale in association with Kipco. We'll be showing you the 3 breezes and the 3 mares in the sales ring. We're ready to go. Stand by. Okay, and here we go. First the lots then, ladies and gentlemen. We start with 3 breezes, consigned by Knock and Glass Stables. The first is a colt by the sensational Acclamation. He's a 2-year-old colt out of the Group 2 winning debutant winning mare, Campire Glow. You can see his breeze on the track. You saw his breeze on the track. It was all online for you. Particularly good moving individuals, you can see. All right, we're ready to go. What do you want to do for a start? Come on and give me what about £200,000 and put me in. Anybody get a bit of 200? 200. Anybody get a 100,000 and put me in 100? Anybody get a 100? Come on, the first bit of the day. £100,000, 50. Anybody get a bit of 50? How about 20? Anybody got 20 on beer? I got 20,000, so it'll be now 20,000 now. 20,000 go. I got 25, it'll be now 25 I got. I got 30 bid, I got 30,000 now. I got 30,000, I got 40 bid, I got 40,000 now. I got a 45 bid. I got a 45 and 30 bid, I got a 50,000. 50,000 now. At 50,000 and 5 more. At 50,000, 30 bid now 50,000 now. At 55, 5, it'll be now 55. You got 60. I got 60,000 here now. 65. 70 bid, 70 now. At 70 bid, Sean now. At 70 bid, you're out, Charlie. At 70,000, then it'll be now 70, 70 now. I got 70,000, then it'll be now Sean's bid now. At 70 bid now 70 go. At 70,000, the Acclamation now. At 70 bid now 70 now. I got 70,000, but going for the hammer this time. At 70,000, what do you want? 65, 68, he said. 68, now 70. At 68, it'll be now 68 now. At 68, it'll be now 68. It'll be now 68 bid. I got 60, I got 70 bid. I got 70,000 now. I got 70,000 with Charlie's bid now. At 70 bid, I got 70 now. I got 70,000 on 2 if you like. At 70,000, it'll be now 70 go. I got 70,000, it'll be now 70,000, but going for the hammer, the Acclamation. At 70,000, it'll be now 70,000 go. At 70,000, but goes it, Charlie. At 70,000 pounds, then get ready. At 70,000, all done of it is in. Here we go. At 70,000, last call. At 70,000 goes this time then. At 70,000 pounds and Charlie, your bid. 70,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. There's the first, sold for 70,000 pounds to the bidder Charlie. Lot number 2 is next from Mockler's Hill. Legendary Breeze Up consigners. They've sold a classic winner at our Breeze Up sales down the years and countless other winners. Lot number 2 is Distorted Secretary, a 2-year-old filly by the top American sire, Distorted Humor. Out of a mare who's 100% record, Secretariat Soul. She's bred 3 runners, 3 winners, 100%. And she's an own sister herself to the Group 1 winning Perfect Soul. This is the Group 1 family of Zipessa. A beautifully bred filly here. She's worth every bit of 200,000 and put me in. 200. Anybody get a bit of 200,000 and put me in 100. Anybody get a bit of 100,000 and put me in 150. Anybody get a bit of 50,000 and put me in 50, 40. Anybody get a 40 on beer. I got 40,000, let me know 40,000 now. At 40,000, the beautiful red filly now 45 now. I got 45, let me know 45. I got 50, but I got 50,000 now. I got 50,000, let me know Wayne against you. At 50,000, let me know 50,000. God, 50,000 now. At 50, I got 5, but I got 55 now. At 55, let me know 5 more. At 55, let me know 55 now. 60, but I got 60,000 now. I got 60,000 with Andrew's bid now. 60, you're out, Wayne. 60,000, let me know 60,000 now. 60,000, let me know negative 5. 60,000, let me know 60,000. The beautifully bred filly by a top American sire. 60,000. 60,000, then now 60,000 guard, but you're out left. 60,000, the bids with Andrew. 60,000, anybody else here right-handed? 60,000, then now 60,000 guard. 65 now. 65 and Tim has it. 65 against Yander now. 65 beer. I got 65 and now 65 now. 65 a guy. 65 would have been now 65, but goes this time. 65,000 with Tim, you're out left. 65,000, then now 65. A beautifully bred filly, Group 1 family. 65,000, all none of it is in. Here we go. 65, last call. 65 and goes this time with Tim at £65,000 and Tim with you. 65,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Lot number 3, consigned by Mockleshill again, the classic consigning Breeze Up consigner. They've been selling at every sale in Europe since 1977 when Breeze Ups came to Europe at Doncaster. And here is a very exciting individual. Lot number 3 is a colt by the exciting young United States sire in Violence, out of a mare who doesn't miss. She's had 2 runners to hit the track. They're both winners. Here's the next one for you. He's got enormous potential. I reckon he's worth 300,000. If he's only 300, anybody get a bit of 300 and put me in 300. The Violence, 300, 300, 200, 100. Anybody get up 50 on beer? I got 50,000, took it now, 50,000 go. I got 50,000, then now 50,000 now, 50,000 go. I got 55, would have been now 55 in here, 60,000 beer. 60,000, get 70, but I got 80,000 now. At 80,000, then now 90, but I got 90,000, I get 100, Wayne. At 90, I got 100, but I got 100 now. I got 100,000, then 110, 10, then 110, you're out, Wayne. At 110, it been at 110 on beer. I got a 110, I got 20, but I got 120, took him in front. Not you, Wayne, 120 a beer. At a 30, but I got 130, now you're all out, lads. At 130, bids at 140, 140 beer. At 140,000, then been at 140 now. At 140, and been at 140, now you're out, Wayne. At 140 with Chris now, 140 beer. I got 140, said it been at 140, 140, the Violence now, 140 beer. At 140, a really exciting young sire he is. At 140, but he goes with Chris. At 140, you're out, Wayne. At 140,000, then been 140 beer. At 140 and 50 bid. 150 now. At 150, got 60. At 150,000, then been 150 bid. 150 now. At 150, been 150, and Chris has it. At 150, you're out, you're going to see what about 150 now. I got 150,000, then been 150, but going this time then. At 150,000, then get ready. At 150,000 and going for it this time. Hammers up. At 150,000 and going for it. Last call. At 150,000 with you, Chris. At 150,000, but goes this time. The Violence at £150,000 and Chris with you, 150,000. I think that could be Mr. Bell. Thank you very much indeed. Lot number 4 is, of course, next, and we move on to the form horses. And what a selection have we for you? Speak to him down there. Yep. What's he saying? He says he thinks he was in. Sorry. He said he thought he was in. Where's Nick? Where's Nick? Nick. Go and speak to these gentlemen here. Speak to them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, lads. I think we might have a bit of a dispute, a bit of confusion. Chris is on the podium. That's who I took. Chris, where are you? Okay, Chris, come back. The fun of a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. As there's a disputed bid and 2 people thought they were in, I'm going to reopen the bidding. Where's your original bidder? Back to your man. Okay. 150 is with Chris's man in the middle. We took Chris's man, who's further away from us, nobody close to us, at 150. Is that okay, lads? Nick, you happy? The joy of a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. 150 bid. Okay. 150 and 60 on bid. 160 in the striped jacket. Now you're out, lads. At 160,000, they've been us at 160 now. At 160 against you, Sean. The bid's with me, make no mistake. At 160,000, they've been at 160 go. I got 160, been at 160 said. 160 now. At 160 said, been at 160. 160 bid. At 160 is close to us. At 160 said, been at 160 now. 160. At 160 said, been at 160 now. 160 go. At 160, the bid is close to us. 165, 165, 170. At 175 again, lads. At 170,000 and bid. At 170,000 and close to me now at 170 bid. At 170,000, they've been at 170, 170 now. At 170 is right close to us. At 170, got 5 down there, Nick. At 170,000, they've been at 170, 170 bid. At 170,000, they've been at 175 if you like. At 170,000, take the 5. at 170,000. I'll give you plenty of time to stop the confusion. At 170,000, then a bit of the violence now at 170 beer. At 170,000, right close to us. At 170,000, then a bit at 170 beer. At 170, but going for the hammer this time. The bid is close to us. You're out further away, Nick and Chris. 175. At 175 and quick, sir. At 175, would have been on 180. At 180 now. At 180 and bid now at 180 beer. At 180 and bid now 180 now. At 180,000, they've been at 180 beer. At 180,000, they've been at 180 bid now, yes sir. At 180,000, right close to me, you're out, Nick. At 180,000, they've been at 180 go. At 180,000 and right close in the striped jacket. At 180,000, they've been at 180 beer. At 180,000, they've been at 180, but going for the hammer this time then. At 180,000, you're out further away, Nick. At 180,000, make no mistake, the bid is right close to me. At 180,000 and going for the hammer this time then. At 180,000, then last call, here we go. At 180,000, I want to be fair to you all. At 180,000, all Donovan is then, here we go. At 185, at 184, 190 bid. At 190, how about Tunic? At 190 bid, or 5 if you like, I'll do anything to help you. At 190, said it been at 190 now. At 190, and it been at 190, but going for the hammer this time, the bid is right. At 190,000, then he'd been on 190, so he'd been on 190 now. At 190, he'd been on 190, you done, Nick? At 190,000, all done, but he said, here we go. At 190,000, then sold right. At 190,000, and goes, this time you're out, Chris and Sean. At 190,000, going for it this time, hammers up. At 190, take 5 if you like. Bid is right close to me. At 190, and goes this time then at 190,000, and sold. 190 is right. Thank you very much indeed. 190 buys. Stripe jacket. Are they happy enough? So, that livened things up. Number 4. We move on to the form horses now, and 20 of them, including this one, have entries in the Royal Meeting this week. Shakur is the first, consigned by Manor House. He's a half-brother of Order St. George. He's a winner on his rear appearance this year. He's been placed 5 times. He has an entry in the King George Stakes at Royal Ascot this week. That's confirmed. All right, what do we want to do for a start here? Come on and give me roll on the big screen now. What are we going to do? Come on and give me what about 300,000 and put me in 300. Anybody get a bit of 300,000 and put me in 300? 200. Anybody get a bit of 200? 100,000 and put me in 100. Anybody get a bit of 100,000 and 50? Anybody get a 50 on bid? I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. 50,000 go. I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. 50,000 bid. I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. I got 50,000, I got a 55 here. 55 now. At 55, it'll be now 60,000 bid. 60,000, that'll be now 60,000. I got 5, but I got 65 now. 65, it'll be now 65. I got 70. 65, it'll be now 65 bid. 65 is left. 65, it'll be now 65 now with Andrew. 65, it'll be now 65. 5, it'll be now 65 now. 65, I got. 65, it'll be now 70 bid. I got 70,000 now. I got 70,000. I got 75. 5, it'll be now 75. He's there. At 75 in front now. At 75 now. I got 75. It'll be now 75. It'll be now 75 in here. At 75, it'll be now 75. Anybody else left? At 75 or roundabout now. At 75. Entry in the King George Stakes. At 75, 80,000 bid. You better. At 80,000, it'll be now 80,000 now. 80,000 go. At 85, it'll be now 85 now. At 85, it'll be now 85. He got 90. At 90, but he got 90,000 now. At 90,000, try 100. At 90,000, that'll be now 90,000 now. 5 if you like. At 90,000, 95 bid. 95 now. At 95 now, 100. At 95, it'll be now 95 now. 95 is right. At 95, you're out in front, sir. At 95, the bid is in the middle of the field now. 95 bid. At 95, further away now. 95 now. Anybody else here left? At 95, bid on a bit quick. At 95, it'll be now 95, but going for the hammer this time there. At 95, 800,000 bid. I got 100,000 in front now. At 100,000 go. At 100,000, and you're out now at 100 bid against Andrew. At 100,000, that'll be now 100,000 right close to me. At 100,000, that'll be now 100. I got 100 bid. I got 100,000, that'll be now 100,000 now. At 100,000 with the big race entry, the King George Stakes. At 100,000, the half brother to Order St. George, the classic winner. At 100,000, that'll be now 100,000, but goes this time. At 100,000, get ready. At 100,000 and going for it this time. Hammers up. At 100,000 and goes this time around then at £100,000 and in front, 100,000 buys. Thank you. Okay. It was us. Lot number 5. Lot number 5, Ventura Knights, is consigned by Mark Johnson Racing. Now here's a highly consistent performer, winner of 5 races. He heads to the Britannia Stakes at the Royal Meeting. And a little bit of a form update for you there. On the 19th of May, when he was a winner at Doncaster, the second horse, Maverick Officer, has won well since and goes to Britannia as well. So the form's been franked. Proper individual here, Ventura Knight. All right, what do we got here? Come on, give me what about 200,000 here? 200. Anybody get a bit of 200,000? But me in 200, 100. Anybody get a bit of 150? Anybody get a 40 and beer? I got 40,000 now. I got 40,000. Anybody now 40,000? God, 40,000 beer. At 40,000, the bid's in front now. 40 and 40 beer. I got 40,000. Anybody now 40,000? 40,000 now. I got 40,000. Anybody else further away now? 40 ga. I got 40,000. Anybody now 40,000? 40,000 now. I got 40,000. Anybody now 40,000 ga. I got 40,000. Anybody now 40,000? I got 5. But I got 45 here. At 45, would have been now 45, you got 50. At 45, would have been now 45 and right. I got 45, the Britannia entry now, 45 and beer. I got 45, would have been now 45, winner of 5 races. At 45, he knows how to do it. At 45, would have been now 45 now. Anybody else here left? At 45, around about now, 45, would have been now 45 now. I got 45 and been now 45, God, 45 now. At 45, would have been now 45, would have been now 45 beer. I got 45 and been now 45, and now 45, 50,000, God. I got 50,000, then been now 50,000 now. 50,000, you're out, Andrew. 50,000, then been now 55, would have been 55 now. At 55 would have been now 45 and you're out. At 55 would have been now 45 now, yes sir. At 55 the bid is right now, 55 now. At 55 would have been now 45, but going for the hammer this time then. At 55 would have been now 45, last call this time. At 55,000 you're all out here. At 55,000 then get ready. And at 55,000 we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 55 well done, but it's in, here we go. At 55 last call. At 55 and goes this time then. At 55,000 pounds and afraid not sold. He'll race on for the Midland Park Racing Syndicate in the Britannia. Lot number 6 is next. Lot number 6, Boanova. Comfortable debut winner on the May 25th at Bath. Consigned by Manton Lodge, trained by Brian Meehan. Here's a 2-year-old by Zebedee, who's unbeaten, 1 from 1. Goes to Coventry with 1 win under his belt. He knows what to do. He hasn't been beaten yet. He goes to Coventry. One run, 1 win. Heads to the Coventry. All right, what do we got here? We've come very close to the Coventry. Here's one for you, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Come on and give me what about an Emmy bid. How about 500 down number me and 500, 542. Anybody get a bit of 200? The Coventry entry 2. He's a winner. 200. 100, 100 and beer. I got 100,000, it'd be not 100,000 now. At 100,000, it'd be not 100,000 go. I got 100,000, that'd be not 100,000 now. At 100,000, that'd be not 100,000 go. 100,000 beer. I got 100,000, that'd be not 100,000. I got 10, but I got 110 now. I got 110, I got 20 bit. I got 120 beer. I got 120, I got 40 bit. I got 140 now. At 140,000, that'd be not 140, yes, 160 beer. At 160,000, that'd be not 160, yes, sir. At 160, got 80 bit. I got 2. At 180,000, that'd be not 180, 180 go. I got 180,000, that'd be not 100, I got 2, but I got 200,000 now. I got 200,000, that'd be now 200, 200 go. I got 200,000, that'd be now 10 if you like. 200, got 10, but I got 210 now. I got 210, it'd be now 220 beer. I got 220, it'd be now 220, 220 go. I got 220, it'd be now 220, 220 go. I got 220, it'd be now 220, yes sir. 220, it'd be now hits the Coventry now, 220 beer. 220, anybody else around the ring now, 220 now. 220, here's the winner. 220, but again now, 220 now. The Coventry's entry now, 220 beer. 220, but again now, 220 now. 220 to me now, 220 on beer. 220 a go. I got 220 to me now, 220 now. 220, 230, 230 new better. 230 to me now, 230, 40, 240 beer. 240 you got 50. 240 but again now, 240 now. 240 to me now, 240 the bit is right. 240 but again now, 240 now. 240 but going for the hammer this time. The winner from one run. 240,000 that'll be now 240 go. I got 240,000 that'll be now 240 but going for the hammer this time there. 240,000 bit is right. 240 you're out close to me. 240,000 the Coventry entry. 240,000 and going for it this time. Hammers up at 240,000. All that of it is in. Here we go. At 240 last call. At 240 and goes this time then at 240,000 and race against him, not sold. Now the next horse to enter the ring. Here's something very special, ladies and gentlemen. Consigned by the National Stud. Consigned by the National Stud and beautifully presented. Here is Lander Cusick, the beautifully bred young mare, 5-year-old. She's a winning own sister to Zoffany, a half sister to two further group winners, including Rostropovich, who won the D Stakes and were ran in the French Derby. He, of course, by Frankel. And this mare, Landakusik, is certified in full to the sensational Frankel. Frankel fever has been all over the world. Here's a wonderful, wonderful mare. As your catalogue tells you, she's got one foal who's already been weaned. He's a 2018 colt by the great Galileo. I saw him at the National Stud just a little while ago, and I'm here to tell you, as you've seen on the screens, he is a belting foal. A really good example of what you want. The Galileo first foal is an absolute superstar in the making. This mare is in foal to Frankel. She has a blue chick pedigree. She's been sought after the world over. A really sensational mare here, and a wonderful opportunity opened up for you here in the London sale. What are we going to do for a start? She's worth every bit of £2 million and put me in. 2 million. Anybody get a bit of 2 million? She's in foal to Frankel. 2 million. Anybody get a bit of £2 million and put me in? 1 million. £1 million anywhere. 1 million. What am I going to do? 500. Anybody got a bit of 500,000 and put me in? 500. 500,000. How about two? Anybody got a bit of 200,000 beer? I got 200,000. That'd be now 200 here. At 200,000. That'd be now 225 and beer. I got 225. That'd be now 225 and 50 beer. 250 now. At 250. That'd be now 250 beer. At 250 got 75 beer. At 275. That'd be 300,000 now. Yes, sir. At 300,000. That'd be now 300,000 now. At 325. That'd be now 325 and beer. At 325. 350. 350 now. What do you want to do? 400,000 beer. At 400,000, that'd be now 400,000 God. 450 now. At 450,000, that'd be now 450 left. At 40 to 500,000 now. At 500,000, that'd be now 500, 550 now. At 550 bid again now. 550 the bid is here with Andrew. At 550 that'd be now 550 now. At 550,000 in fold to Frankel. At 600,000 now. At 600,000, that'd be now 650. 650 now. At 650 bid again now. 650 go. At 650 that'd be now 650. At 650,000, that'd be now 650 now. At 650 in front now. 650. 700,000 go. At 700,000, my original bid now at 700,000 now. At 7, I got 750 bid. At 750 bid again now at 750, the bid's in front. At 750,000 in fold of Frankel. At 750,000, the owns it is off on now at 750 bid. At 750,000, that'd be now at 750 now. Anybody else in front? At 750,000, no roundabout now at 750 now. At 750,000, that'd be now 750, got 8. At 800,000 bid. At 800,000, that'd be now at 800, took him further away. At 800, right further away now at 800 now. At 800,000, that'd be now at 800 now. At 800,000, that'd be now at 800 bid. At 850, that'd be now at 850, got 9. At 850 bid again now at 850 now. At 850 bid again now at 850, you're out. At 850 bid again now at 850, a unique opportunity now at 850 bid. At 850 bid again now at 850 now. At 850,000, that'd be now at 850 now. At 850, a blue chip pedigree. At 850, that'd be now at 850 now. At 850,000, that'd be now at 850 go. At 850 bid again now at 850, got 9. But again 900,000 now. At 900, try a million. At 900,000, that'd be now 900 is here. At 900, that'd be now 900 now. At 900,000, that'd be now 99, that'd be now 900 go. At 900,000, but going for the hammer, the bid is here. At 900,000, you're out, Andrew. At 900, if it's any good to you. At 900,000, that'd be now 900 now. At 950, 950, 950 now. There's only really one thing to do, isn't there? At 950, it'll be now 950 now. At 950, it'll be now 950 in front. At 950, you're all out here. At 950,000, that'll be now 950 now. At 950,000, we're going this time then. At 950,000, that'll be now 950 and beer. At 950,000, it'll be now 950 now. At 950,000, but you're out, so make no mistake. At 950,000, all done here right. At 950,000, then get ready this time. At 950,000 pounds and goes this time in front. At 950,000, then anybody else round about now. At 950,000, but going this time. Then at 900,000, the bid is against you. At 950 in front, then goes this time. At 950, the owns it is Zoffany. In fold to the amazing Frankel. At 950,000, but goes this time. Hammers up. At 950,000, all done of it is said. Here we go. At 950, last call. At 950,000, but goes this time. Then at 950,000 pounds and afraid not. Now we move on to lot number 8, Lucador. Consigned by Archie Watson, Saxon Gate. Here's Lucador, a 2-year-old filly by Holy Roman Emperor in the frame on all her 3 starts and a winner last time on the 19th of May. She holds a Royal Ascot entry in the Queen Mary. She comes from the Champions family of a lady winner. She's a well-bred filly. She's a good-looking filly. She won last time out. She's heading to the Queen Mary with a big chance, and she ought to make at least 200,000 but be it. 200. Anybody got a bit of 200 down above me? And 200. Anybody got a bit of 200? 100. Anybody got a bit of 100 down above me? And 150. Anybody got a bit of 50 beer? I got 50,000. That'll be now 50,000 now. At 50,000. That'll be now 50,000. Go. I got 50,000. That'll be now 50,000 beer. 50,000 now. At 50,000. That'll be now 50,000. God. 50,000 is beer. At 50,000. And the bid is right. At 50,000. That'll be now 55 now. At 55. It'll be now 60,000. God. 65. Is it your beer? You at 65 now. At 65, any round in front now. 65, the bid is half left. At 65,000, that'll be now 65, lock it all. At 65, heads the Queen Mary now. 65 bid. Anybody else here? Right. At 65,000, that'll be now 65 now. At 65, it'll be now 65. 5, it'll be now 65 now. At 65, it'll be now 65. But going for the hammer, this 70 beer. At 70,000, that'll be now 70,000 now. You're both out now. At 70,000, the bid is 75 now. At 75, it'll be now 75 again. 75 now. At 75, it'll be now 75. But goes this time in front. At 75, it'll be now 75 now. At 75,000, anybody else in front now? At 75 now. At 75, the Queen Mary winner. The winner last time out. At 75, it'll be now 75, but go for the hammer this time then. At 75,000, then get ready. And at 75,000, we're going this time. Hammers up. At 75,000, all done is in. Here we go. At 75, last call. At 75, and goes this time around then at 75,000 pounds and not sold. Nine is next. MM6 of A. Here's an impressive 14th winner of a Tipperary maiden on the 14th of May. Comes from a little lodge of Patrick Prendergast. Here's the 3-year-old filly. 14-length winner. You can't do much more than that. All right, what do we got for a start here? Come on, give me what about an M in bid? How about 300,000 above me in 3, 2, 1? Anybody get about 100,000 above me in 100? Anybody got a bit of 100,000, 150? Anybody got a bit of 50,000, about 50 on beer? I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. At 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 go. I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 bid. 50,000 now. At 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 bid. 50,000 go. I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. I got 50,000, I got 5, but I got 55 now. I got 55, I got 60 bid. 60,000 now. At 60,000, I got 65. 65 now. At 65, it'll be now 70 bid. 70,000 now. At 70,000, I got 75. 75 bid. At 75, the 14-length winner. At 75, it'll be now 75 now. At 75, it'll be now 75 and right. At 75, it'll be now 75. You got 80. At 75, it'll be now 75. 80,000 bid. New bidder. At 80,000, the bid is against you. At 80, 85. 85 now. At 85, it'll be now 85. 90 bid. You get 100. At 90,000, it'll be now 90,000 now. At 90,000, it'll be now 90,000 go. At 90,000, it'll be now 90,000, but goes this time. At 90,000, it'll be now 90,000 go. At 90,000, but going for the hammer and going now. At 90,000, then get ready. At 90,000 goes this time. At a 90,000, we're going for it this time, the 14-length winner. At 90,000, then get ready. At a 90,000, we're going this time. Hammers up. At 90,000, and goes this time around then at 90,000 pounds and not sold. Now we come to one of the talking horses of the sale, lot number 10, Vintage Brute, consigned by Tim Easterby's Hampton Grange. He's had 2 runs. He followed his 7-length debut win with victory in the first 2-year-old stakes race of the year, the National Stakes at Sandown. He heads for the Norfolk. He's got a huge chance. He's unbeaten. Here's a real performer, ladies and gentlemen. 2 from 2. The Norfolk is next on the agenda. What are we going to do here? Come on, what about 500,000 here? 500 for the Norfolk potential. 500. He's got to have a big chance. 500, 200, 200,000 above me and 100. Anybody got 100 on beer? I got 100,000, then I'm not 100,000 now. At 100,000, then I'm not 100 go. I got 100,000, then I'm not 100,000 now. At 100,000, 2 from 2. At 100,000, the unbeaten colt now, 100,000 go. I got 100,000, then I'm not 100,000 go. I got 100,000, I got 10, but I got 110 now. I got 110, I got 20 bit. I got 120 beer. I got 120, I got 40 bit. I got 140 right. At 140, I got a 60 bit. 160 now. At 160, I got a 80, I got a 200. At 180,000, then I'm not 100. Yes, a 200,000 beer. At 200,000, that'll be now 200 now. I got 200,000, that'll be now 200. Got 200 now. At 200,000, that'll be now 200. Yes, sir. At 200, you're all out in front right. At 200,000, that'll be now 220 beer. At 220, but again now 220, 240. 240 now. At 240, but again now you're out, Charlie. At 240, 260 beer. At 260, but again now 260 unbeaten. At 260 and 2 from 2. At 260,000, that'll be now 260 with Charlie's beer. At 260, the bid is with Charlie here. At 260, but again now 260 now. At 260, anybody else here left? At 260, the bid is right. right. At 260,000, that'll be now 260. At 260, he's run twice. He's won twice. He goes to Norfolk. At 260,000 with Charlie. At 260,000, but the bid is right. At 260,000, that'll be now 260. He goes this time then. At 260,000, then last call. Here we go. At 260,000, then get ready. And at 260,000, we're going for it this time. 270. 270 with Nick. 270. 270 bid. 280. Now 3. At 280. At 280 bid again now at 280. At 280, how about 3? At 280, where is he? At 280. At 280. At 280, but again now at 280 now. At 280, but again now at 280 with Charlie. At 280 right close to us now at 280 beer. At 280, you couldn't be much further away. At 280 to be now 280 now. At 280 to be now 280, but goes right under the Norfolk entry. At 280, but again now 280, get 3. At 280, but again now 280, but goes right, make no mistake. At 280, quicker to bid this time, sir. At 280,000 and going for it this time. Hammers up. At 280,000, all done is in. Here we go. At 280, last call. At 280,000 and goes right-handed this time. Hammers up. At 280,000 and goes this time. Last call. 10 if you like. At 280,000 but goes right-handed this time. Then at 280,000 pounds and Charlie, sold right with you. 280,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Best of luck in the Norfolk. $11 is Main Street, consigned by Claire Evans Stables. Here's a progressive two-time winner at 3. And runner-up in the listed Cockhat Stakes at Goodwood. He has a Royal Ascot entry in the Hampton Courts. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Street Cry Colt. Heads for the Hampton Courts. Two-time winner. All right, what do we got for a start here? Come on, give me what about I'm in bid. How about 300,000 number me in 3, 2, 1. Anybody got about 150 on bid? I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000 now. I got 50,000, that'll be now 50,000, 60,000 bid. 70,000 now. At 70,000, I got 80 bid. I got 80, got 90, but I got 100 now. I got 100,000, so I got 120, 140 here. At 140,000, that'll be now 140 and you're out. At 140, the bid is right now. You're at 160, 160 now. At 160,000, that'll be now 160 bid. At 160, be sure now. At 160 bid left. At 160,000, that'll be now 160 now. At 160, it'll be now 160, yes. At 160, 180, got 2. At 180,000, they were waiting now at 180 beer. I got 180,000, they were 200,000 beer. I got 200,000, that'll be now 200, 220 now. At 220, be sure now, 240 beer. At 240, and Wayne has it. At 240 and left now, 240 beer. I got 240, that'll be now 240 with Wayne. At 240, that'll be now 240, 240 now. At 240, 240, 260 Charlie. At 260, that'll be now 260 now. At 260 against you, Wayne. At 260 and Charlie at 280. 280 got 3. At 280, but again now 280 now. At 280 to 300,000 now. At 300, the Hampton Court entry now 300, 300 go. I got 300, that'll be now 300 now. At 300,000 with Charlie's bid now 300 go. I got 300,000, that'll be now 300 bid. At 300, the Hampton Court entry now 300 goes to Charlie. At 300,000, and you're out Wayne now 300 now. At 300,000, that'll be now 300 go. At 300, the bid is right. At 300,000, you're all out in front and left. At 300,000, that'll be now 300 now. At 300,000, but going for the hammer this time then. At 300,000, you're right in front, sir. At 300,000, bid is sharp right. At 300,000, make no mistake, you're out Wayne. At 300,000, done here. And at 300,000, we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 300,000, all done of it is then. Here we go. At 300, 10 if you like, Wayne. At 300, but goes this time then. At 300,000 pounds and Charlie with you. 300,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Number 12, No More Regrets, comes from the Marnane family's Bancher House. We all know what they do. They only deal in success, and here's No More Regrets. 2-year-old filly by the great Kodiak. Sire has so many top-class performers, including the champion filly, Tiggy Wiggy. This is the champion's family of Shifting Place. She's a well-related filly. Winner on the second time of asking. She was listed second since the catalogue. She's run 3 times then. She's winner, placed, including second in listed company. And she's by the great Kodiak. She goes for the Albany Stakes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we got for a start here? And in the Albany, and you saw the Marnane family, what they do at Ascot. All right, what do we got here? How about an Emmy bid? What about 200,000 number me in? 200, 200,000, 200 for No More Regrets. 200, 100, 100,000 but me in 50. Anybody got 50 on beer? I got 50,000, 30 now, 50,000 now. 50,000 go. At 50,000 I got 60, but I got 70 now. I got 70,000, 70 now, 70,000, 80, but I got 100 now. I got 100,000, 30 now, 100 beer. At 120, anybody now, 120 beer. At 120, you're out, Wayne. At 120,000, 30 now, 120 go. At 120,000, 30 now, 120 beer. At 120, the bid is right with Andrew. At 120,000, 30 now, 120 beer. At 120 against you, Wayne. At 120,000 goes to the Albany at 120 beer. At 120, the winner and twice placed. At 120,000, including a listed company, at 120 beer. At 120, a live contender for the Albany. At 120,000, think a different league last year. At 120,000, that'd be not 120 now. At 120,000, that is against you right. At 120,000, the bids with Andrew. At 120,000, you're out. Wait now at 120 beer. At 120, bid now 120 go. At 120, said it bid now 120, 120 beer. At 120, said it bid now 120 now. At 120, bid now 120 go. At 120,000, that'd be now 120, but against you left. At 120,000, anybody else in front now at 120 now. At 120, said it bid now 120 beer. At 120, but going for the hammer this time then. At 120,000, where are we? At 120,000, that'd be now 120 now. At 120, 130 beer. At 130,000 against your other man, Andrew. At 130,000 is right. At 130,000, that'd be now 130 go. At 130,000, that'd be now the bid is right. At 130,000, the bid's at Charlie. At 130,000 and right. At 130,000, that'd be now 130 beer. At 130,000, but you're outweighed. At 130,000, you're all out in front. At 130,000, that'd be now 130 now. At 130,000, but going for the hammer this time then. At 130,000, that'd be now 130 now. At 130,000, that'd be now 130, but going for the hammer this time then. At 130,000, bids at you, Charlie. At 130,000 against you, Sean. At 130,000, you're outweighed. At 130,000, it goes right this time. Hammers up. The Kodiak filly with the engine, the Albany goes this time then. At £130,000 and... Who's he waving at? At £130,000 and... Charlie with you, 130,000 buys. $13 is next. Here's a wonderful filly, a wonderful mare. Miss Beatrix, consigned by Ballintucker Stud. Here's Miss Beatrix, the mare by Danehill Dancer. A Group 1 winner on the racetrack herself. She's the dam of 3 black type performers in Jali, Tamga, and Arbalay, as your catalogue tells you. And Arbalay's forms is very much franked, as he was third in the Group 3 Solario Stakes, behind none other than the subsequent Derby winner Massa and the Guineas winner Romanized, beaten only 2 lengths and 1 1/4 lengths. That's one of the produce Arbalay. Last year at the Goffs November sale, we sold the Muhara Cold Foal out of Miss Beatrix for €340,000. And this wonderful mare, Miss Beatrix, the Group 1 winner, is back in foal to the champion sprinter Muhara. A very exciting young prospect he is. So she's carrying an own brother or sister to a foal that realised 340,000. She's back in foal to him, Muhara. Beautifully bred, carrying an own brother or sister to a good one. She's a proven performer on the track and in the breeding shed. And I reckon you ought to give me 500,000 and put me in. 500, 500,000, anybody where? 500, 500,000 for a 5-2, 200,000, 100. Anybody want on beer? I got 100,000, that'd be not 100,000 now. At 100,000, that'd be not 100 go. I got 100,000, that'd be not 100, got 100 now. At 100,000, that'd be not 100 now. I got 100, that I got 20, but I got 120 now. I got 120, got 140, 140, 160, 160 now. At 160, I got 80, got a 2. At 100, I got 2, but I got 200,000 now. I got 225 and bid now 225 and beer. At 225, I got 50, but I got 250 now. I got 250, got 75 here. At 275, and he right in front. At 275, it'll be now 275 now. At 275, a lovely mare. At 275, a proven performer. At 275, and a proven producer too. At 275, it'll be now 300,000 now. At 300,000, it'll be now 300 go. At 325, it'll be now 325 now. At 325 against you in front. At 325 with Andrew now. 325 now. Anybody else here left? At 325, where's your bidder? At 325, it'll be now here. At 325, it'll be now 325 now. At 325,000 and beer. I got 325. Remember the foal last year? Made 340,000. She's carrying her own brother or own sister. At 325,000 beer. At 325, it'll be now 325 a go. I got 325, it'll be now 325 now. At 325, in fold the champion sprinter. At 325, it'll be now 325 and beer. At 325, it'll be now 350. At 350 is here. At 350. At 350, but again now 350. 350 now you're out. At 350, but again now 350. At 350, yes? Is it? 375. At 375, you got 4, Andrew. At 375 is here. At 375 and he ran. At 375 and sending me now 375 now. At 375 in front of the champion sprinter. At 375, a Prumont Group 1 performer. At 375. A producer of good ones at 375, and now 375 and still going strong. At 375, and now 375 now. At 375, and now 375, but going with the hammer this time then. At 375, you're all out right. At 375, everybody else around about, but goes this time then. At 375,000, all Donovan is in. Here we go. At 375, 400,000 beer. At 400,000, that'll be now 400 now. At 400,000 in front now, 400 go. I got 400,000, that'll be now you're on in front. At 400,000, that'll be now 400 in front. At 400,000, that'll be now 400 now. At 400,000, that'll be now, but you're out this time, sir. Take 20 to dump you. 10 if you like. At 400,000, but goes in front there. At 400,000 pound, then last call, here we go. At 400,000 pound, then get ready. And at 400,000, we're going for it this time. Hammers up. At 400,000 and goes this time around then at 400,000 pound. Last call at 400,000 pounds and sold. Johnny Murtagh, 400,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. $14 is next. From Castle Martin Abbey House for John Hayden. Here's G-Rex, who was an eye-catching fourth behind Fairyland in the Marble Hill Stakes on only his second start. He has an entry in the Coventry. This is a very progressive individual, ladies and gentlemen. I was at the Curragh that day, and he was the one that really caught the eye. A horse who came on really well for the run. He heads for the Coventry in fine style. He's a proper type, and he could go very well. Bid me 300,000, put me in. 300, 200, 200, 100. Anybody got a bit of 100,000, put me in 100. How about a bit of 50 beer? I got 50,000, that'll be another Coventry ending now, 50 beer. I got 50,000, that'll be now 60,000, got 70,000 now, 80,000 beer. I got 80,000, I got 90 beer. I got 90, I got 100 now. I got 100,000, that'll be now 110 beer. I got 110, I got 20 beer. I got 120 now. At 120, I got 30 beer. I got 130 beer. At 140,000, that'll be now 140 right, Chris. At 140,000, that'll be now 140 now. At 140 and left-handed now, at 140 now. At 140,000, you're out, Chris. At 140,000, that'll be now 140 now. At 140,000, the bid's in front left. At 140,000, you're out right. At 140,000, that'll be not 140 now. At 140,000, that'll be not 140 beer. At 140,000, you're out in front. At 140,000, that'll be not 140 now. At 140,000 in front now, at 140 now, you're out, Chris. At 140,000, that'll be not 140 now. At 140, the Coventry ending now at 140 beer. At 140, here's a progressive type. At 140, it's only going to get better from here. At 140,000, that'll be not 140 now. At 140,000, but you're all out left. At 140,000, that'll be right. At 140,000, but going for the hammer this time there. At 140,000, the Coventry entry goes. At 140,000, then get ready. At 140,000, then going for it this time. Hammers up. At 140,000, all Donovan is in. Here we go. At 140,000, then last call. At 140,000, and goes this time around then. At 140,000, hammers up. At 140,000 pounds and not sold.
Lot 16, ladies and gentlemen. 15 is a withdrawal. 16 is Pocket Dynamo, yes, by Dialed In, a recent winner at Longchamp, a high-class winner at Longchamp, a conditions race there, a live contender for the Norfolk in training with Robert Cowell, yes, Speed King, anywhere to bid me one and get me going now, bid me anywhere to get me going, anywhere, where do you want to go here, come on, bid me anywhere to get me away, who's got him in a couple of hundred, anywhere to go, come on, a couple of hundred, exciting Tyrrell, 50, anywhere to get me, 50 to bid now, at a 50 bid now, 50 to bid now, a bit of a 60 now, a bit of a 60 to bid now, at 60 to bid now, but again at 60 to bid now, but again 70 to bid now, 70, 80 the lady here, a bit of an 80,000 here, at 80,000 the lady here, a bit of an 80, a bit of a 90 now, a 90 bid now, at 90 have you any more, madam, now, a bit of a 90, a bit of 100 a bid now, at 100 now the lady here, a bit of 100, a bit of 110, a bit of 110 now, at 110 now, but again at 110, a bit of 110, 110, at 110, 20 now, a bit of 120, but now at 120, 120, 140, but 140 now, at 140, but now, but again at 140, 140, but now, but again 140 here, at 140, but now, but again a live Norfolk and then 160, anyway, now 160 now, at 160, but now, but again 160, 160 now, 170, 170 here. 170 now, but again at 170. 170 bid now, a bit of 170. Yes, at 170. Tim go again. And now at 170. 170 to bid now, a bit of 170. Come on, at 170. Won a Royal Ascot winner and again about 170 bid. 170 now, but again 170. Come on, at 170 now, a bit of 170. Yes, sir. At 170 now, but again at 170. Come on, a recent Longchamp winner at 170 now, a bit of 170. Hammer up and down at a bit of 170. At 170. At 170 now, a bit of 170. Quickly at 170. But now, but again at 170 now at 170. A speedy type at 170 with a Norfolk entry at 170. Anyway now, but again at 170. Pocket Dynamo at 170 round the ring, and he goes then at 170. Hammer up and down quickly at 170. A bit on now, a bit of 170. Got to be value at 170 now, a bit of 170. Quickly then at a bit of 170. 170. Hammer up at 170 now, but again on Pocket Dynamo. Gone then, all done at 170,000. He goes quickly at 170 bid. Anyway now at 170 last time, but not quite enough there. Lot 17 is Urban Beat here. Fox Cover Stables. Johnny Murta, yes, here's a progressive type winner of a Premier Handicap at the Curragh, rated 98. Here's a horse with a good future. Anyway to get me away, a 3-year-old here, a progressive 3-year-old. Anywhere to get me going, a progressive 3-year-old. Get me going, anywhere to get me going now. Where do we want to go? Come on, a progressive 3-year-old here, rising in ratings. He's now 98. Anyway now, come on, Urban Beat. Anyway now to bet me going. Where do we want to go? Come on here, past the vet. Come on, do you want to bet me anyway now? 3-2. Who's got 100 to get me going? Who's got 100 a bid? 100 now. At 100 anyway now, a bit of 100 a bid. 100 a bid. A bit of 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid now. At 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid. 100 a bid. At 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid now. A bit of 100 here. A bit of 100 anyway now. At 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid now. At 100 you're bidding 120. 120 now. At 120, 40, bit of 140. 140 anyway now, but again 140. At 140 now, but again on Urban Beat anyway now at 140. A progressive 3-year-old here. At 140 you're gone, Andrew. 160, be like 160 now. At 160 now, but again 180 here. Said a bit of 180. 180 at 180. What about you, madam? At 180, bit of 180, 90. 190 now. At 190 now, a bit of a 2, a bit of a 2, a bit of a 200 now, a bit of a 2, a bit of a 2, a bit of a 200. At 200 even now, a bit of a 2, a bit of a 200. Come on, and a bit of a 200 even now, but again 220, 220 now, and a bit of a 220 even now, but again at 220. Swing the ring at 220, but again even now, but at 220. Come on, at 220 even now, but again at 220, 30, 230 to bit now, a bit of a 230. 10 again at 230 even now, but again at 230. Have another 10 at a bit of a 230. Quickly at 230 but now, but again at 230. Hammer up and down, and even now at 230. Quickly at 230. Have a 10 at a bit of a 230. Have the 40 at a bit of a 230. All done at 230 now, at a bit of a 230 goes. This time all done at 230 round the ring, and he goes anyway now at a bit of a 230. Quickly at a bit of a 230 on Urban Beat then at 230. Hammer up and done. Last time all done at 230. Quickly, and he goes at 230. All done. He goes this time then at 230. Not quite there. 18 K Club is withdrawn. So lot 19 is Andre Amar, an impressive winner at Dundalk, and he's runner-up in the Rochestown Stakes at Naas. And he was runner-up to Sergei Prokofiev, who's one of the favourites for the Coventry tomorrow. Yes, he runs in the Norfolk. He's by no means a long shot in the Norfolk. Andre Amar, yes, runner-up to Sergei Prokofiev. One of the favourites for the Coventry, yes, the son of Dandy Man. Bid me what anywhere to get me going here. Bid me what now, the Joe Lion stable anyway. Andre Amar, yes, anywhere to get me going. What do you want to say to get me going here? A handsome horse, look at him on the screen there. Andre Amar, bid me 3-2. Who's got 100 anywhere to get me going with 100 a bid now? At 100 anywhere now, Andre Amar, a bit of 100 a bid. 100 anywhere now, watch your men spotters. Anywhere now at 100 a bid now. 100 anywhere now, a high quality 2-year-old now, a bit of 100 a bid. 100 a bid now. At 100 is what I got now, a bit of 100 a bid. 100 a bid. At 100 anywhere now, a bit of 100,000 now, a bit of 100 a bid. 100 bid now. At 100 anywhere now, but again 100 a bid. 100 a bid, a bit of 100 a bid now, a bit of 100. Come on, at a bit of 100, you're bidding 120, a bit of 120 now, at a bit of 120, 140 bid now, at 140 bid, 140, 160 bid now, at a bit of 160, 180 now, at 180 now, at a bit of an 80, bit of 180 now, at 180 now, at a bit of 180, 180, watch your men spotters, at 180 now, at a bit of 180, 180 the bid, 180 now, come on spotters, at 180, come on Charlie, right in front of you, at 180 now, at a bit of 180, 200 a bid now, at 200 now, but again 220, can't hear you Charlie now, 220 bid, at 220 now, at a bit of a 240 bid, at 240 but now, but again at 240 with Andrew, anyway now, at a bit of a 240, 240 now, at 240, come on Charlie, anyway now, 260 to bid now, a bit of a 260, 280 to bid now, a bit of a 280, 280 now, at 280, 300 to bid now, a bit of a 300 on Andre Amar, at 300 now, but again at 300, it's windy here, at 300 now, but again at 3 to bid now, at 300 now, a bit of a 300, even now at a 3, you're gone Andrew, but I sell him right-handed, at 300, even now Andre Amar, even now at a 3, at a bit of a 300 here, he's at a bit of a 3, a bit of a 300, but quickly, at 300 now, round the ring, and he goes all the while quickly, at 300, he could be a right one, at 300, even now, but again, Norfolk entered at 300. 300 in now, but again at 300 now. At 300 anyway now. The only horse to beat him is one of the favourites in the Coventry. At 300, hammer up and done last time. At 300 now, but again at 300, all done last time. At 300 around the ring, and he goes all the while quickly then. At 300, hammer up. He's at a bit of a 300 last time. At 300, it comes your way, Charlie, and sold then at 300 and sold last time. You have him, Charlie. 300 buys. Lot 20. Marathon Man. Yes, not only did he win the Prix Jacques Lafitte at Longchamp, he ran a massive race in La Coupe. He was second only last week as Sean T. A really high-class international performer here. Marathon Man, ladies and gentlemen, the son of No You Think. A really big international prospect. This fella here. Bid me what to get me. Marathon Man, ladies and gentlemen. Bid me what anywhere to get me going. Where do we go on Marathon Man? Come on. He's one of the stars of the show. Look at him here. Put him in. Where do you want to go? Smashing horse. Anyway now with massive international racing appeal. Put me in now 400. Anyway to go. Anyway now 200 to go. Anyway now 200 surely. Anyway now 200. 200 a bid now. At 200 is what I'm bidding now. At a bit of a 200 now. Marathon Man. At 200 anyway now. Marathon Man. At 200 now. But again at 2 anyway now. Bid on if you want him. Anyway now at a 2 bid now. At a 2 bid now. He's at a bit of a 2 anyway now. Could be the real deal. Anyway now at a 2 bid now. He's at a bit of a 2 anyway now. At a bit of a 2 bid. He's at a bit of a 200. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. I sell him at 200 anyway now. At a bit of a 200 now. At 200 now. At a bit of a 220 now. At a bit of a 220. A bit of a 240. 240 now. At 240. 260 now. At a bit of a 260 now. At 260. 280 to bid now. At a bit of a 280 bid now. At 280 now. At 280 now. But again at 280. 300 here. 320. 320 Sean. At 320 now. But again 30. 330 here. At a bit of a 330 but now. But again at 330. 330. At 330 but now. But again at 330. Marathon Man. He goes at 330 but now. Right beside me at 330 but now. But again at 330 now. At 330 but now. But again 3 bidding here. At a bit of a 330 but he goes at 330 but again at 330. Yes or no? Even out at 330 now. At 330 but now. But again at 330. 330 but now. But again at 330. Marathon Man at 330 but now. But again 340. 340 now. 340 but again 340. 50. 350 now. 350 but now. But again at 350. 350 now. 350 but now. But again at 350. Come on, him now at 350. 350 now. At 350 but I sell him to Andrews Man at 350 and I think he's well bought at 350 now. But again 350 here. A high-class international prospect at 350 now. But again at 350. 360 here. 360 to bid now to 360. 360. 70. 370 now. At 370 but again at 370. Have the 80 at 370 but you're gone, Tim. At 370 but again at 370 here. A bit of a 370. Marathon Man at 370. At 370 and he's not expensive at 370 but he goes all the while quickly at 370 now. But again at 370. Hammer up and done at 370 round the ring. The son of So You Think at 370. At 370 a really eye-catching performance last weekend. At 370 but again at 370 goes against you, Tim. At 370 but anyway now at 380. 380 but now. At 380 but now a bit of a 380 to Tim's Man. At 380 but anyway now at 380. 380 but now but again at 380. Marathon Man at 380 but now but again at 380 but again 380 now. At 380 but now but again at 380. 380 at 380 with you, Tim. At 380,000 round the ring and he goes at 380 against you here beside me. At 380 now but again at 380 quickly. At 380 but I have to sell him. He's had his time at 380,000 with you, Tim. At 380 now but again at 380 he goes. This time all done. The son of So You Think at 380,000. Swing the ring he goes. An international racing spot set. I sell to you, Tim, at 380,000. Once, twice and done. At 380 round the ring and he goes all the while quickly then. At 380 and sold. Hammer up and done. At 380 I sell him last time and he goes all the while at 380 last time. That's with you, Tim. 380 buys. Thank you. Lot 21 is next. Here is 19. 320. A high-class son of Dragon Pulse. Yes. He's won both his starts. He's a highly rated horse. He runs in the Coventry tomorrow. A son of Dragon Pulse, and goodness me, he's done nothing wrong so far. He's won twice, and the horse that finished fourth behind him is a winner since. Horse that finished fourth behind him is a winner since. Yes, he's a high-class prospect from the Richard Fahey stable. Bid me one anywhere to get me away. A Coventry horse anywhere now. Midland Park Racing. Bid me anywhere now to get me going here. Come on, anywhere now on 93.20. Bid me anywhere now. Come on, a high-class horse. Won both his starts. Anywhere to get me going. Where do we want to go anywhere now? Put him in 3, 2, 1. Who's got 50 to get him going? Anywhere now. 50 to bid. 50 to bid now. He said a bit of a 50 to bid now. A bit of a 50 bid. 50 bid. He said I got a 50 to bid now. But again, come on. Here's a high-class two-year-old anywhere now with a 50 bid. I got a 50 bid now. At 50 is what I got. I got a bit of a 50 bid. 50 bid. At 50 anywhere now. A bit of a 50 bid now. A bit of a 50 anywhere now. With a 50 bid now. He said I got a 50 anywhere now. But again, a 50 bid. 50 bid. At 50. Ladies and gentlemen, a live Coventry contender at 50, 60 anywhere now. But again, 60 to bid now. At 70, 80 bid now. At 80, 100 bid anywhere now. A bit of 120, 120 here. At 120, 140 bid now. At 140, 150, 150 to bid now. At 150 bid now. But again, a live co 160 to bid now, at 160 now, at 160, 170 bid, 170 to bid now, but again at 170. Your man at 170 bid again at 170. You're gone, Tim, at 170 now, but again at 170, 170 bid, 170. A live Coventry contender, but he goes at 170 now, but again at 170. A Royal Ascot runner in less than 24 hours, and he's not without a chance at 170 now, but again at 170, 170 at 170 now, but again at 170. Quickly at 170 now, but only been out at 170. Hammer up at 170 now. Quickly, you're gone, Tim, at 170 now, but again at 170. Hammer up and down at a bit of 170 now, a bit of 170, 170 at 170 now, but again at 170, 170 bid. He's at 170 now, 170. He looks great value, but at 170, the hammer's up. I go for it this time at 170 now, but again at 170, 170 now, at 170 now. A live Coventry contender anyway now at 170, 170 at 170 now, but again at 170. Hammer up and down at 170,000 round the ring and against you, Tim, at 170 now, but again at 170. 93.20 goes at 170 around the ring, and he goes this time and dad at 170 around the ring, and he goes all the while at 170 last time, and he's short of the mark there. 22. Look at this one, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the only foal on the premises today, coming into the ring now. 22. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Coming into the ring is Belle Josephine, the winning dam of the Dante runner-up Mildenberger, and she is sold with a pivotal colt foal at foot. Look it up. Beautiful colt foal by the great Pivotal, ladies and gentlemen. Very occasional windsucker, this mare, very occasional. She's a daughter of the great Dubawi. She's a daughter of the great Dubawi. She's bred 2 winners, including the Dante runner-up Mildenberger, a live contender himself for plenty of honours here. And she is in foal to Siuni, the sire of Lorenz, the winner of the Prix d'Anne yesterday. Carrying to Siuni with a pivotal colt at foot. Anywhere now, bid me what, anywhere to get me way. She's well named, Belle Josephine. Bid me anywhere now for Belle Josephine, ladies and gentlemen, a daughter of Dubawi. She's a beautiful mare. Anywhere now, bid a couple of 100,000 straight away. 200 is what I bid, 200 now. At 200 now, bid again at 200 now, a bit of a 2 to bid now, at 2 bid now. At 2 anywhere now, you bid on if you want, anywhere now, a bit of a 2 anywhere now, to 2 bid now. At 200 anywhere now, bid again at 200 now, a bit of a 200. 200 at 200 now, to begin the beautiful mare in the ring, anywhere now, at 200. What you meant, 220. Come on, Wayne, I can see it myself. 250 to bid now, at 250. 500,000. 500,000, I bid straight away. That's more like it. At 500,000, Wayne, I don't know why I've got you there. At 500 now, but again at 5 bid now. At 500,000, but it's way beyond Wayne. At 500,000 a bid now, at a 500 a bid now. At 500,000, I'm bidding now at a 500, got a 5 bid now. At 500,000, I'm selling all the time. Even now at a 5, I got a 5 bid now. At 500, even I bid on if you want, even now at a 5, anyway, come on. At 500,000, but now the dam of Mildenberger carrying to Siuni. 550, anyway now, but again at 550 to bid, 550 now. At 550 to bid now, at 550. 550, at 550 to bid now, at 550, and when I sell the mare here at 550 now. At 550, you're gone, Wayne. At 550, anyway now, bid again at 550. Beside me then, at 550, anyway now, Charlie's man, I got a 550 to bid, and I'm at a 550 now. At 550, I sell Belle Josephine quickly. At 550, anyway now, bid on if you want her. In full to Siuni, a daughter of Dubawi. At 550, I sell her right-handed. At 550, anyway now, bid again at 550 to bid. Well done, Wayne. At 550, anyway now, bid again at 550. 600 a bid, 600 now. At 600 now, bid again at 600. 600 a bid now, at 600 now. At 600,000 now, bid again at 600. 600 at 600 now, Belle Josephine, anyway now at a 600. Come on, 600, 620. 620 to bid now at 620. 620 now. At 620, have your 50, anyway now at a 620. Have your 50 at 620, anyway now, bid again at 620. Yes, at 620, anyway now, bid again at 620. Have your 50 in fold of the Sarah Lawrence by Dubawi at 620, anyway now, bid again at 620. 620 at 620,000, but I sell right-handed at 620. Quickly at 620, anyway now, bid again at 620. She's well named, Belle Josephine. She's a daughter of Dubawi. 620 against you, Wayne. At 620, anyway now, but again, but I sell right-handed beside me here. At 620, anyway now, but again, at 650. 650 to bid now at 650. 650 now. 650, I can see you. At 650, anyway now, but again, 650. You can look my way if you like. At 650, anyway now, but again, at 650. 650, 80. 650, is it 80? 650, 80? 680, 680 bid, 680 now, 680 to bid now at 680, 680 now, 680 we're now bid again at 680, 680 at 680,000 we're now bid again at 680, come on 680, carrying to Siuni, a daughter of Dubawi, at 680 bid again at 680, 680 dam of a high class 3-year-old at 680, sell right-handed at 680, what about you in front at 680 to bid now at 680, yes, at 680 we're now bid again at 680, the Dubawi mare here at 680 with a pivotal colt at 680, but I sell right-handed quickly at 680 bid again, you're losing out Wayne, at 680 bid again at 680, make your mind up time at 680, what about you at 680, any more in front at 680 bid again, but I sell right-handed, all done. At 680,000, yes or no, Wayne? At 680,000, yes or no, Wayne? At 680,000, I sell right-handed all 700 a bid, 700 now. At 700 now, but again at 700. 700, at 700, I wouldn't want to leave her behind anyway now. 20 if you like. At 700 now, but again, take the 20. At 700 now, but again, 20 if you like. At 700 now, 20. 720 to bid, 720 now. At 720,000 now is what I'm bidding now at 720. 720, at 720 now, but again at 720. 720 now. At 720, but again at 720,000. The daughter of Dubawi at 720, carrying to the Sarah Lawrence at 720 anyway now, but again at 720. You have to have her at 720. You have to have her at 720, but anyway now at 720. 720 now at 720 anyway now, but again at 720. A lovely mare, Belle Josephine. She's very belle at 720. Trey Bell at 720. I sell right-handed, all done at 720,000. You're gone, Wayne. She's had her time at 720,000 now, but again I have to sell right-handed. I sell at 720,000. All done. I sell right-handed. Your man Charlie at 720,000. All done and sold last time then at 720,000 and sold last time. Hold on, Wayne. At 720,000 and sold last time. You have it. Thank you, Charlie. 720 buys. Well done. 23 is Junius Brutus. Here's a horse going for the Norfolk by Cockney Rebel. Yes, a two-time winner in France. Yes, a live contender, this fella. Here's an attractive colt here, Junius Brutus. Bid me what anyway to get me going now. What do you want to say anyway now on Junius Brutus? We're in the final furlong. Come on, people. Here, lot 23. Where do you want to go anyway now? 200 anyway to go. 50 is one. I better go to 50, 60 anyway now. At a bit of a 60, 70 to bid now. At a bit of a 70, 80 bid now. At a bit of an 80 now. At a bit of an 80. Come on anyway now. At a bit of an 80. 80 bid now. At a bit of an 80. 100 a bit here. At a bit of a 100 anyway now. At a bit of a 100. At 100 anyway now. At a bit of 120. 120 bid now. At a bit of 120. 120. 140. 140 now. At 140 you're right. 160 Sean. 160 now. A bit of 170. 170 here. At 170 now. But again 170. 180. Bit of 180. 190. 190 now. At 190 now. A bit of 190. 190 to bid. 190. You're gone. There you're gone, Sean. At 190 now. But again the ladies bid. At 190 my bid. At 190 now. A bit of 190 quickly. At a bit of 190 now. A bit of 190 to bid now. Hold on. At 190 anymore, Sean. At a bit of 190 now. At 190. 190 now on Junius Brutus. At 190 now against you, Sean. At 190 now. At a bit of 190. 100. 200 now. At 200 with Wayne. Anyway now at a 200. 200 bid. A bit of a 210. A bit of a 210 Charlie. A bit of a 210. A bit of a 210. At 210. A bit of a 210. A bit of a 220. 220 now. At 220 Chris. At 220 now. But again at 220 now. 220 now. 40. At 220 now. A bit of a 220 out the front. At 220 now. A bit of a 240. 240 to bid now. A bit of a 240. 240 now. At 240 now. A bit of a 240. 240 to bid now. A bit of a 240. Come on. At a bit of a 240. Hold your hand up, Charlie. It's with you. At a 240 with Charlie. At 260 to bid now. At a 260. 250. 250 to bid now. 250 now. At 250 to bid now. Begin with Wayne. At a 260. 260 to bid now. At a bit of a 260. Come on. At a bit of a 260 to bid now. But again a 260 from a great nursery. At a bit of a 260 to bid now. At a bit of a 260. Yes, sir. At a bit of a 260 now. 80. Will you at a bit of a 260? Have the 80. At a bit of a 260 with Charlie. At a bit of a 260 with Charlie. At 260. All done. At a bit of a 260 to bid now. At a bit of a 2. At a bit of a 260 now. At 260 to bid now. Quickly. At a bit of a 260 anymore. At a bit of a 260 to bid now. At a bit of a 260. Come on, Wayne. At a bit of a 260. Hammer up. At a bit of a 260. All done this time. At a bit of a 260. Sells to Charlie. At 260,000. A 70. 270 to bid. 270. Thanks, Con. At a bit of a 270. I was going to do it. Come up here if you want to be anywhere. At 270. But again at 270. 70. 70. Either you've grown, Con, or you've stormed the ramparts. 280. Bit of a 280. 280 bid. 280. Have you 3? At a bit of a 280. Go over and talk to him. At a bit of a 280. Come on. A bit of a 280. Shout it up if you want, Con. At a bit of a 280. Bit of a 280. Come on, Wayne. A bit of a 280. Have you 90, sir? At a bit of a 280. But I sell right-handed now. At a bit of a 280. Come on. At a bit of a 280. Bit of an 80. Bit of a 280. Have the 90. Yes, quickly. At 280 now. But again 280. Have the 90. At a bit of a 280. Have the 90. But I sell hard right-handed against you down the back. At 280 now. At a bit of a 285. 285 and a bit. What does he want? 290. 290 bid, 290 to bid now. At 290 anyway now, but again at 290, 290, 300 a bid, 300 now, but again at 300. Now 10 at 300 now, but again at 300 a bid now, a bit of a 300 here. At 300 I sell right-handed, but again at 300, 300 a bid. Now it's done. At 300, have you 10 more, gentlemen? At 300, have you 10 more? At 300, but I sell here beside me. At 300, yes or no? At 300, have I 10? At 300 now, but again at 300 now, at 300 now. At 300 now, but again at 300, 300, at 300 now, but again at 300. All done at 300 here beside me against you down the back. Well, thanks anyway. At 300 I sell beside me. At 300. Who has it? At 300 with you, Charlie. At 300 and sold at 300. You have it, Charlie. Thank you. 300 buys. 24 is Mr. Reckless. Jamie Osborne's comfortable winner on his most recent start at Wetherby. Runs in the King George. at Ascot. Yes, he's the son of Reckless Abandon. He did it well last time. Bid me one anywhere to get me going here. Bid me anywhere now to get me going. Come on. Smashing type anywhere to get me going anywhere now. Where do we want to go anywhere now? Put him in a couple of 100, 150. Put him in 50 anywhere now. 40 to bid him. We've got a 40 bid now. At 40 is what I bid him now. At a 40 on Mr. Reckless. Anywhere now at a 40 bid. I've got a 40 bid now. Come on. At 40 now. Bid on people. Anywhere now at a 40 now. At 40 now at a 40 bid. I've got a 40 bid here. He said I got a 40 now round the ring. Got a 40, 50 bid. 60, if you like. 50, anyway now, bid again with Chris. Anyway now, with a 50 bid now. 60, at 60, anyway now, bid again at 60 bid now. A bit of a 60, 70 now, a bit of a 70, anyway now, bid on. A bit of a 70, come on, he's for nothing. Anyway now, with a 70 bid now, a bit of a 70 bid. He said a bit of a 70, anyway now, a bit of a 70, 70 bid. He said a bit of a 70, watch your men spotters. Come on, a bit of a 70, 70 bid. He said a bit of a 70, anyway now, bid again with Wayne. At 70, anyway now, bid again at 70, 80 bid of an 80 bid now. At 80 with Sean, anyway now, at 80 bid. 80 bid now, bid again 100 bid. 100 bid now, a bit of Sean, a bit of 100 bid. 100 bid now. At 100 with Sean, anyway now, at a bit of 100 bid. 100 bid now with Sean. At 100 anyway now, bid again the 100 anyway now, a bit of 100 bid. 120, 120 now. At 120 now, a bit of 120. Come on, Sean, anyway now at 120, 120, 140 bid. 140 now, but again at 140, 140 now. At 140 now, but again 140, but again 140 now. At 140 now, but again at 140, 140. At 140, but again 150, 150 bid now at 150, 150 now. At 150 now, but again 160 now, but again 160, 160 now. At 160 now, but again Mr. Reckless. At 160 now, but again with Sean, anyway now, but again 160 now. At 160, 170, 170 bid. 170 now, a bit of 170, 170. At 170 now, but again 180, bit of 180 now. A bit of 180 now. Have you two? At 180, have you two? Anyway now at 180, have you two? Anyway now at 180 now. At 180 now, a bit of 180, 180. At 180, have you the two? Anyway now at 180, 180 now. 190, 190 bid. 190 now, a bit of 190, 190. At 190 now, but again at 190, he said, have you two? At 190 now, the two. At 192, a bit of a two bid now. He said a bit of a two bid now, at a two bid now with Sean. At a bit of a two, anyway now, a bit of a two bid now with Sean. He said a bit of a two, anyway now, a bit of a two, and now at a bit of a two. An eye-catching winner last time at 200, anyway now, a bit of a two. You're gone, Wayne. At 200, anyway now, but again 200 now, a bit of a two bid now. He said a bit of a two, anyway now, a bit of a two bid now. At two, but I sell to Sean at 200,000 now, and in the middle here, he said a bit of a two. Where's your man, Sean? At 200 now, a bit of a 200 bid. He said a bit of a 200. Hammer up. He said a bit of a 200 now, a bit of a 200 quickly at 200 now, but again at 200. Take five anywhere. He said a bit of a 200, but I sell to you, Sean, at 200,000 round the room, and he goes. At a bit of a 200, even now, a bit of a 200 quickly then. At a bit of a 200. Hammer up. At 200 now, bid on, and even now at a 200. Hammer up and done. Last time, all done. At 200,000, I sell to you, Sean, at 200,000 and done last time. Quite sure. At 200,000 and done all the while at 200 last time. That's you, Sean. 200 buys. Thank you. Lot 25. No needs never, yes. Very impressive on his debut. A runner-up in a maiden for Joseph O'Brien in Cork. He's by Sire Sensation. No nay never. No nay never, yes. Bid me anywhere to get me way. No needs never. Where do you want to bid me? He's very well related as to. I bid 100,000 straight away at 100 bid now. At 100 anywhere now, the son of No nay never. Anywhere now at 100 a bid. 100 a bid. At 100 anywhere now, watch your men spotters. Anywhere now at 100 a bid of 100 bid now. At a bit of 100 anywhere now, a bit of 100 bidding 120, 120 now. At 120 now, a bit of 130. 130 bid of now at 130, 130, 140, 140 bid 150 here. At 150 anywhere now, again 150, 160 bid, 180, 180 bid. At 180 now, a bit of 180 against you, Sean. Anyway, now at 200 now, a bit of a 200 now, 220, 220 now. At 220 bid again, 240, 240 bid. Anyway, now at a 240, 260 now. At 260 anyway now with Sean. Anyway, now at a 260, 260 now. At 260 is with Sean. Anyway, now the no nay never. Anyway, now at a 260. Hold on. He said I got a 260 anyway now, but again, you're going to be, come on now, a bit of, come on. He said a bit of a 260, 280 bid now. At 280 now, a bit of a 280, a bit of a 230, a bit of a 300 here. He said a bit of a 3 with Sean. Anyway, now a bit of a 300 now, a bit of a 3, a bit of a 3. Anyway, now at a 3 bid now. He said I got a 300 with Sean, and even now at a 300 now, a bit of a 3, a bit of a 300 now, a bit of a 3 and a 3. He said I got a 300 now, a bit of a 3, a bit of a 300 quickly. He said a bit of a 300 even now, but again 300 now, a bit of a 300. He said now at 300, but I come to you, Sean, at 300,000 with you, Sean, at 300 even now, but again he said I got a 300,000 even now. The son of No Nay Never at 300,000. Hammer up and done. Last time he said a bit of a 300,000. He goes around the room and he goes. This time he goes coming your way, Sean, at 300,000 and sold all the while. He goes at 300,000. Hammer up and done. Last time at 300. Last time. That's you, Sean. 300 buys. Thank you. Lot 26 is Darker Claim. Yes, he's winner and stakes placed at 3. Fourth in the Italian Derby. Fourth in the Italian Derby. Runs in the King George. The 5th at Royal Ascot. Yes, bid me one anyway to get me going here. Come on, bid me anyway to get me way. The black type son of Dark Angel here. Family of Camelot. He's closely related to Camelot. He's closely related to Camelot. He's a Royal Ascot entry, 4th in the Italian Derby. Bid me anyway to get me going now. 3-2. Who's got 100 anyway to get me going? 100 a bid now. At 100 is one a bid now. A bit of 100,000 now on Darker Claim. At 100,000 now, a bit of 100. At 100 even now, a bit of 100. A bit of 100 bid now. A bit of 100 even now, but again 100 bid. At 100 even now, a bit of 100. Bidding 120, 120 bid now at 120. 120, 140, 140 now. At 140, 160 bid. At 160 even now, but again at 160. Said even now, but again 160 now. At 160 now, a bit of 160. A bit of 160. Come on. At a bit of 160 even now, but again 160 bid now. 180, a bit of 180, bit of an 80, bit of 180 now, a bit of 180, 180, at 180 now, a bit of an 80, bit of 180, a bit of 182, a bit of a 2 bit now. He's at a bit of a 200 now, a bit of a 200, 220, 220 now, a bit of a 220, come on. He's at a bit of a 220, come on, ladies and gentlemen, at 220, 240, bit of now, at 240 now, at 240 now, but again at 240 a bit now, 260 a bit now, at 260 now, but again at 260, 270 a bit, 270 my man, at 270 you're both out, at 270 now, but again 10 again if you like it, now, but at 270, 270 now, 270 now, but again at 270, 270, 80, at 270 do you want the 80, at 270 do you want the 80, 280 bit, 280 a bit now, a bit of a 280, 290, 290 now, at 290 now, but again at 290 now, the 3, and a bit of a 290, but again 290, 300 now, he said I got a 300 now, but again at 300 and a bit of a 3, a bit of a 3 bit now, he said I got a 3 and he went around the room and I got a bit of a 3, a bit of a 3 bit here, he said I got a 3 and he went around, got a 3 bit now, he said I got a 3 and he went around, got a 310 and he went out 310 now, at 310 and now, but again 310, 310 and now, but again at 310, sell, at 310 and now, but again 310 a bit now, 310, yes, at 310 and now, but again at 320, 320 here, at 320 and now, but again at 320, 320 and now, but again at 320 now, at 320, come on, and now at 320, 40, at 320 have you 40, at 320, but again at 320, but I sell here beside me at 320, hold on, at 320, but again, and even out at 320, quickly, and he goes, at 320, and even now, but again at 320, fourth in the Italian Derby, a son of Dark Angel, it only gets better, at 320, but again, it goes right-handed at 320, 30 if you like, Sean, at 320, but I sell this time, at 320, but now, but again, 320, hammer up and done, at 320,000 around the room, and he goes this time, or 330, 330 to be now, but at 330 now, at 330, but now, but again at 330, 330 now, at 330, but again, now, but at 330, come on, he said a bit of a 330, yes, and now at a 330, come on, at a bit of a 330, but again 330, don't sit on the Rolls Royce, at 330, it's a Rolls Royce, mate, at 330, but again, at a 330, hammer up and done, at a 330, all done, I sell, at 330 comes your way, Sean, at 330, but now, but again at 330, and he goes this time, all done and sold at 330, have it, Sean, 330 buys. Okay, 27 is next, and here's Decisive Action. Now listen up, ladies and gentlemen. He won a very interesting Curragh Maiden because it's a race previously won by Beckford last year, Van der Decken the year before, and Air Force Blue the year before that. Yes, he's a son of the group. One horse, Rib Van Winkle out of a Ravens Pass mare. Lovely pedigree behind him. He's a very good-looking horse, this, and he won his maiden, previously won by Beckford, Van der Decken and Air Force Blue, and he's not a long price for the Chesham. He's an entry in the Chesham, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Decisive Action. For me, a real opportunity to buy a live Ascot contender here. Bid me one anyway to get me way. Number 27, bid me anyway to get me way. 150 is what I'm bidding out at 50 bid now. At 50, anyway now, the good Curragh winner with the Chesham entry now to 50 bid. I got a 50 bid now. At 50 is what I got now to 50 bid. I got a 50 bid. Come on. He said I got a 50 anyway now around the room. And a 50, 60 now, a bit of a 60, 70 bid now, a bit of a 70. Come on, a 70 bid now. At 70, come on, a 70, 80 bid of an 80, 90 bid of 90 bid now. At 90 anyway now, real Chesham can 100 bid, 100 bid now. At 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid, 100 a bid anyway now at 100. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. At 100, I sell him all the while. 100 a bid, 100 a bid now. At 100 anyway now, but again 100 a bid, 100 a bid. At 100 anyway. He's a real Chesham contender. His Curragh Maiden was won by Beckford, was won by Van der Decken, was won by Air Force Blue. But I sell him to you, Sean, at 100,000 now, but again 100 a bid now. 120, 120 now. 120 bid now at 120, 140, 140 bid. 140 could win the Chesham. This lad 140, 140 bid. 140 bid now, but again 140 could win the Chesham. Come on, 160. Bid 160 now, but again 160 now at 160. Beckford ran in the Breeders' Cup at 160 now, but again 160 now at 160 with you, Sean, at 160 now, but again 160. Come on, at 160 now, but again 160 quickly at 160, but he goes at 160 now. What about your men, Wayne? At 160 now, but again he's got to be value at 160, but I sell him to 180, 180 bit now at 180, 180 bit of 180, 180 now at 180. Watch him now in the Chesham, and even now at 180 bit of 180, 180 now at 180 bit of 180. Yes, sir, at 180 bit of 180. 180 bit of 180, 180, 180. This particular nursery has produced an Ascot winner before, you know, at 180 bit, 180. But he goes at 180 now, bit of 180 quickly at 180. Yes, at 180. Yes, at 180 bit of 180. Have the 90 if you like. At 180, have the 90, but at 180 he goes all the while. This time and done at 180 now, but again 180. Don't forget this maiden was won by Beckford last year at 180, but he goes all the while at 180. Hammer up comes your way, Sean, at 180,000. But I sell last time, had his time at 180,000. He goes all the while quickly then at 180,000. 190, 190 bid, 190 bid, 190 better late than other at 190, 190 bid, 190, come on, at 190 now, a bit of 190, 190 at 190, he's a smasher, at 190, he's a very good looking horse, at 190 and a live Chesham contender, at 190. Sean at 190, both your men are gone at 190 bid 190 quickly, Sean at 190. Wayne has pipped you at the post at 190 anyway now, but again I'm glad he's staying and it's you going at 190 bid 190 all done at 190,000 comes your way, Wayne, at 190,000. last time. And he's well bought, Wayne, at 190,000. I hope he's lucky and wins the Chesham. Lot 28. We're running out of horses, folks. We've only got 5 left. Here's Saunter from Dominion Racing Stables. Yes, entered in the Duke of Edinburgh. A wonderful looking horse. He's a brother to Marathon Man, who we saw earlier on. Yes, come on. He's a consistent type here. He won the November handicap at Doncaster as well. Put him in and he went out and bid me one on Saunter here. Look at him, isn't he? Look at him on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful horse. 3, 2, 100. Anybody going away? 50. 50. Anyway, 50 to bid. I got a 50 bid now. He said I got a 50 to bid now, but I got a 50 I got a 50 bid now. He said I got a 50 bid now, but again, I got a 50 bid at 60. To 60 to bid now, 70 to bid now, 70 bid. He said I got a 70 bid at 70 bid now. At 70 bid now, Saunter goes. And he went out at 70 bid now. He said a bit of a 70 quickly. At 70 bid now, but again at 70, got to be value. And he went out at 70 bid at Saunter. At 70 bid now, but again at 70, a real consistent type. And he went out at 70, 80 bid of an 80 bid now. At 80 now, a bit of an 80, 90 bid of a 90 bid now. He said I got a 90 bid now, but again a 90 bid. 90 bid and 90 at 100 bid now, a bit of 100 bid of 110, 110 now. At 110 now, a bit of 110. He said a bit of 110, 110. At 110 now, a bit of 110. He said a bit of 110 here. A bit of 110, a bit of 120, 120 now. At 120 now, a bit of 120, 120. Saunter goes. At 120 now, a bit of 120, 120 bid. At 120 now, a bit of 120, 120. At 120 now, a bit of 120, bit of 120, 120 here. At 120, but he goes all the while at 120, 120. At 120, hammer up and done. Once, twice and done. At 120 round the room and he goes at 120 quickly. At 120 now, a bit of 120, hammer up and done. At 120, all done. He comes 130, 130 bid. 130 bid now, but again at 130, 130. Are you done, Wayne? At 130 bid again 140, 140 bid now at 140, 140 bid now at 140, 140. At 140 now, a bit of 140 on Saunter. And now at a bit of 140 quickly. At 140 and now, but again 140 bid now at 140. Come on, 150, a bit of 150 now. At 150 now, a bit of 150, a bit of 150 bid. At a bit of 150 now, a bit of 150 quickly. At a bit of 160, 160 now. At 160 now, but again 80 if you like it, a bit of 160 quickly. At a bit of 160 now, a bit of 160. Hold on. At 160 and I sell it now, a bit of 160 now. At 160 now, a bit of 160. Saunter goes. Last time, all done. At 160 now, but again at 160. Hammer up and done. At 160 quickly now, a bit of 160. Hammer up. At 160 now, a bit of 160. Hold on. At a bit of 160 quickly. Hold on. At 160,000 all the while and now a bit of 160 last time. All done at 160. Comes your way, Wayne. At 160 last time. That's you, Wayne. 160 buys. 4 left, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the supplementary catalogue now. And here's Rockin' Roy, number 29. He's a fast company horse. He's been second on 2 starts since he won. Yes, anyway to get me way now. Good racy type here to get me going here. Come on. Bid me one anyway to get me going. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go anyway now? Come on. He's a winner or runner-up on every start. Anyway now, bid me one anyway now on Rockin' Roy. Yes, where do we want to go anyway now? Rockin' Roy anyway now to go. The son of Fast Company. Put him in anyway now, bid me anyway now. Where do you want to go? 60, 50, 20 is all 40. 40 is what I'm going to go to 40 bid now. He said I got a 40 bid now, but I got a 40, got a 40 bid now. He said I got a 40,000 now round the ring anyway now with a 40 bid. 40 bid. He said I got a 40 now, a bit of a 40 now on Rockin' Roy anyway now with a 40 bid. Got a 40 bid now. He said I got a 40 bid now, but I got a 40 bid. Got a 40 bid here. He said I got a 45 and I got a 45 now. At 45 anyway now. Here's a bit of value anyway now with a 45 and got a 45 now. At 45 on 50, you got a 50 bid. I got a 50 bid now. At 50 now on Rockin' Roy. Come on at 50, 60 bid. I got a 55, 55 now. At 55 now with Wayne. Now at a 55, 55. At 55 now, but I got a 55 with Wayne. 60 bid now at a 60 bid Charlie. At a bit of a 60 now, a bit of a 60 bid. 60 bid. He said I got a 60 now, but again a 60 bid now at a 60 bid now. He said I got a 60 with you, Charlie. Now a bit of a 60 bid now at a 60, 65, 65 now. 65 Wayne. Now at a 65, 65 now. At 65 now, but again 65. Come on, now at a 65. Bit of value. At 65 now, but again 65 now. At 65 now. At 65 now, but again at 65, 65. At 65 now, I sell him now. Rockin' Roy goes anyway now at 65. All done. Last time at 65 anyway now, but again at 65. The hammer's up and done all the way. Comes your way, Wayne. At 65 anyway now, but again he goes all the while. Last time and done 70, 70 bid. At 70 bid now, at a bit of a 70 bid. 70 bid now. At 70 now, at a bit of a 70,000. 70 bid. 70 bid. At 70 is what I got him now. At a bit of a 70,000. Anyway now at a 70 bid. At 70 bid now. At 70,000 with you. Anyway now at a bit of a 70,000. Quickly, Wayne. Anyway now at a 70 bid. 70 bid. All done. At 70 anyway now at a bit of a 70, 70 now. At a bit of a 70, 70 now. At a bit of a 70, 70 bid. Now to 70, 70 bid. He said a bit of a 70, 70. Come on. He said a bit of a 70. All done. He said a bit of a 70. Hammer up and done. Comes your way, Wayne. At 70,000, Rockin' Roy goes. Anyway now at 70,000 he sold last time and done at 70,000 last time. That's you, Wayne. 70 buys. 30. So bright. Here's an Oasis Dream horse who was very impressive at Nottingham on his debut the other day. He's from a good rousing family at Landwade Stud. Yes, he's by Oasis Dream. He's very landways out of a Sir Percy mare, out of a Selkirk mare. Yes, a lot to like about this fella on his debut. Bid me one anywhere to get me going now. Watching here in the blue colours on the far side. Look at him here. Absolutely blistering speed on his first run anywhere now. Bid me anywhere. He's an entry in the Coventry tomorrow. He's a good chance anywhere now. Shine so bright. Bid me anywhere now to get me going. Where do you want to go anywhere now? Come on. Put him in anywhere now to get me away. Come on, 100 anywhere now. 100 anywhere to go. 100 anywhere to get him going. 100 a bid now. At 100,000 is what I bid now at a bit of 100,000. 100,000 at 100,000 now. But again, 100,000. A very fast son of Oasis Dream anywhere now at 100 a bit. Come on. At 100 anywhere now. But again, at 100 a bit of 100 a bit. 100 bit now. At 110 he said a bit of 110. 120 now. A bit of 110. 120. 120. 130 here. At 130 bit now. A bit of 130. 130 bit again. 140. 150. 150 now. At 150 now. But again 150. 150. At 150 now. But again 150 now. At 150. 160. But again 160 now. 170. 170 now. At 170 now. A bit of 170. 170 bit now. Sean a bit of 170 against you, Sean. At 180 bit of 180 now. At 180 now too. At 180 now. A bit of 180. Bit of 180. 180 now. At 180 now. At a bit of 180. 180. At 180 now. A bit of 180. 180 now. A bit of 180. Bit of 180 with you, Sean. At 180,000 now. A bit of 180. 180. At a bit of 180. 200 now. 200 now. He said a bit of a 2 with Tim. Anyway, 2 to Tim. Anyway, now to 2 bit 2 bit now. He said a bit of a 2 to a bit of a 2 to 2 bit now. To a bit of a 2. He said a bit of a 2 to 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 a bit of a 2 bit. He said a bit of a 2 to 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 now. A bit of a 2 bit now. He said a bit of a 2 anyway now. 2 bit now. 210 now. Look, Tim. He's bidding. Tim in front of you. 220. 220. Far Tim. 220 now. But again 220 now. 220 now. But again 220. 220 now. 220. 250. 250 bid, 250 to bid, 250 to bid now, but again at 250 now, 250 now, Tim, at 250 to bid now, but again at 250 to bid, 250 now, at 250 now, a bit of a 250 now, 250, 280 bid, at 280 now, a bit of a 280, 280 now, at 280 now, a bit of a 280, 280 bid, at 280 now, a bit of a 280, 300 now, a bit of a 300 now, a bit of a 300 now, but again 3, at 3 to bid now, but again at 3 to bid now, but again 3, watch him Charlie, at 300 now, a bit of a 3 to bid now, a bit of a 3 to bit of a 3 bid now, he said a bit of a 3 to bid now, a bit of a 300, I sell all the while, a bit of a 300 now, quickly, at 300, 320, 320 now, at 320 now, but again 320 bid now, a bit of a 320, 320 now, at 320, 340, 340 bid. 340 is what I got a bit of out of 340, 340 now. He's at a bit of a 340 now, a bit of a 340, 340 at 340 now, but again at 340. Come on, anyway now. You know better than anyone, sir. 340 now, a bit of a 340, 340 now. At 340 now, have you 60? At 340 now, but again at 340. Have you 60? At 340, have you 60? Anyway now at 340. Quickly, otherwise you lose him. At 340 now, but again 340 now, but again 340. 60 if you like. At 340, yes or no? Have you 60? At 340 now, but again 340. Have you 60? At 340, have you 60? Anyway, but he goes this time against you on the turn. 360, 360 to bid now. 360 now, but again at 360 now. At 360 now, but again at 370. 375, was it? 375, 375 now. 375 now, but again at 375. 375 at 375, yes or no? At 375 now, but again at 375. 375 at 375 now, but again and done all the while. This time all done. At 375 now, but again at 375. 375 at 375 but again, but I sell this time all done. At 375,000 he goes this time and done. At 375 to your man Tim. At 375 last time. He sold 375. Thank you. 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 31 is Country Rose. Country Rose is by Bungle in the Jungle. And she was a winner at Lingfield. She runs in the Queen Mary, trained by Ron Harris. Yes, bid me anybody get me way. The Bungle in the Jungle filly here. Country Rose. Bid me, where do we go? Where do we want to go anyway now? Come on, here, a nice winner at Lingfield at the weekend. Where do we want to go anyway now? Bid me anyway now to go. Come on, put me anyway now. 2, 1. Who's got 50 to get me going? 50 to bid now. I got a 50 bid now. At 50 is what I got to bid now. At a 50 to bid now. Come on, here, a Queen Mary runner who has only got a 50,000 now. To 50 to bid now. To 50 bid now. There's only one more after this. He said I got a 50 to bid now, but I got a 50, 60 to bid now. A bit of a 60 to bid now. 60, 70 now. A bit of a 70 bid now. At 70, 80 now, a bit of an 80 bid, 80 bid now. At 80 now, a bit of an 80, a bit of an 80, a bit of an 80, 90, a bit of a 90 bid now, 100 a bid now. At 100 with Sean, and even now at 100 bid. At 100 even now, but again 100 with Sean, and even now at 100 a bid with Sean. At 100 even now, a bit of 100 a bid of 100 a bid, 100 a bid now, a bit of 100 a bid, 100 bid. At 100 even now, but again at 100 a bid now, a bit of 100 a bid now, a bit of 100 and now, a bit of 100 a bid of 100 a bid now. At 100, no, he didn't take it. 90 with Andrew. At 90 even now, but again at 90 bid now. He said a bit of a 90 even now, but again 90 a bid, 90 bid now. At 90, but again at 90, no, 95. He's got a 95 here, a bit of a 90, at 100, he's got a bit of a 95 here. At 95, but again at 95, a bit of a 95 now. At a bit of a 95, a bit of a 95 now. At 95 against you, Sean. At a bit of a 95, yes or no? At a bit of a 95 now, but again 95. 95 at 95, even now, but again at 95, even now at 95 now. At a bit of a 95, even now bid on. And even now at 95. 95 at 95, even now, but again at 95. Come on, a Queen Mary runner here. At 95, anyway, but again you're 48 hours from an Ascot winner. 95. Are you ready? At 95, is he bidding? Are you bidding, sir? Is he bidding? At 95, will Lara Tongue control the man? At 95, Inman Abbott again at 95. He goes. At 95, Inman Abbott again at 95. Hammer up. At 95, Inman Abbott again, the filly this time. All done. At 95, Inman Abbott, the Lingfield winner. Inman Abbott at 95 last time. And I'm afraid she's not sold. She stays with the same owners, and I hope she wins for them. 32 is YOLO again. Yes, YOLO again. Winner of her Navan Maiden. She's entered in the Queen Mary. And Johnny Murter, of course, tells me she's every chance. Bid me what anywhere to get me going now. Last of the lots. Bid me anyone out to get me going. What do you want to say here for YOLO again? Where do we want to go anywhere now? Put me to go. Where do we want to go? The filly in the ring. Come on. YOLO again. Watch her win here. Watch her win impressively at Navan. Very impressive. Anyone now? Bid me anywhere to get me going here. The last lot of the night. 100 with them. We got the picture, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful picture to sell after this. 100 anywhere to get me going on YOLO again. 150. 50 to go anyway now. 50 is what I'm bidding now. At 50, the Queen Mary entry here. At 50 anyway now, but again at 50, she's going to run well in the Queen Mary. Come on at 50, bid again at 50 bid now. At 50 now, but again at 50. Watch your win at Navan here anyway now at 50 bid. Come on. At 50 anyway now, but again at 50 bid now at 50 bid now. At 50 anyway now, YOLO again anyway now at 50 bid, a 50 bid now. At 50 anyway now, but again a filly here by Toronado. Got a 50 to bid now at 50 bid. 50 anyway now, but again at 50, 60 to bid now, a bit of a 60 to bid now, 60, 70 now, a bit of a 70, 70 bid. At 70 is what I got now, a bit of a 70 now, a bit of a 70 bid. 70 bid. He said I got a 70 anyway now, but again at 70 bid now, a bit of a 70. The last one of the night, anyway now, a 70, 80 bid now. At 80 now, a bit of an 80 bid. 80 bid. At 80 now, a bit of an 80 now, a bit of an 80, 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 a bit of an 80. Hold on, a bit of an 80, a bit of an 80, a bit of an 80. Come on now, a bit of an 80. What about you, ladies? At a bit of an 80 now, a bit of an 80 now, a bit of an 80. Have the 90 now, a bit of an 80, 85, a bit of an 85 here. At 85 is what I'm in now, a bit of an 85. 85. At 85, bit of an abbot again. 85, 85 now, a bit of an 85, 85 quickly. At 85, bit of an abbot again. At 85, hammer up and down all the while. At 85, at 85, bit of an abbot again. At 85, bit of an abbot, bit of an 85. Last time at 85, bit of an abbot again. At 85, she goes. At 85, bit of an abbot again on YOLO again. Anyone now at 85, hammer up. At 85, bit of an out round the room and down all the while. At 85,000 quickly then. At 85, bit of an abbot again. At 85, the filly goes. Anyone now at 85 and done. Last time all done. At 85,000, but now bid on. Anyone now at 85 quickly then. At 85,000 round the room and down all the while. At 85 on YOLO again. Last time, and that's short of the mark, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Henry.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, everybody. That concludes our sale with one exception, so hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, we'd like to show you a quite extraordinary painting here, Mother Love, and to welcome for the first time in Goffs' 152-year history, a lady to the auction stand. Please welcome Georgina Gold.
Thank you, Henry, for that very kind introduction. And it's exciting that we're going to make history here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally going to take about 4 minutes of your time, so if I can have your attention, that would be wonderful, because tonight we want to raise money for an important, very important charity, the World Horse Welfare. It's going to be a charity known to many of you. It's an international charity committed to improving equine welfare. And in the UK alone, the World Horse Welfare has 4 rescue rehousing centres and cares for about 300 neglected horses at any one time. And tonight I'm delighted to auction this beautiful painting, which is going to be held very high at the front here and walk around so everybody can see it. Thank you very much, Charlie. Now, Katie O'Sullivan, who painted this picture specifically for tonight, is known to many of you here. She's here tonight, so it's great to have the artist here. And she's without a doubt one of the most talented equestrian painters working today. Now, if you do want to buy one of her pictures, I wish you very good luck. There's a queue for her commissions, and her sellout exhibitions, again, are very hard to get in. So here is an opportunity to buy a wonderful picture by her. We've got our bid spotters ready to go. Thank you, thank you. And shall we start the bidding tonight for Mother Love by Katie O'Sullivan at £20,000? Is there 20,000? Is there £20,000 for the painting? No? 20,000? Let's start then at a silly price of £10,000. Is there £10,000 now? At 10,000. Ladies bid at £10,000 now. At £10,000. In the front row here at £10,000. At £10,000. And gentleman's bid. Thank you, sir. 12,000. At £12,000. Gentleman's bid. At 12. At £12,000. Would you like 14? At £12,000. Gentleman's bid. At £12,000 now. There's a camera in front of you. Would you like 14? At 12,000 now. At £12,000. At £12,000. It's against you all. At £12,000. Surely there's more. This picture's worth about £30,000. At £12,000, gentleman's bid. At £12,000. Is there anybody at the bar? I'm sure there's lots of people at the bar who are all waving at me, but they're not bidding. At £12,000 here. At £12,000. At £12,000. Are you sure there's no more bidding in the room? At £12,000. Or in the open air. At £12,000. It's the gentleman's bid. He's got the buy. Thank you. 14 now. At £14,000. At £14,000. Where's the bid? At £14,000. Lovely. 12 at 14,000. Thank you, sir. At 14,000. Gentleman's bid. At 14 now. Can I come back to you at 16? At 14,000. At 14,000 now. Would you like one more? At 14,000 now. It's about half what it's actually worth. At £14,000. At 14,000. At 14,000. At 14,000 now. Is there any more? At £14,000. We want to make history. We want to make lots of money for the charity. Remember, this is for the horses. At £14,000. It's a great investment. No vets fees, no trainers fees. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But at £14,000, and I will sell. Are we all done? At £14,000. Last chance. Sold £14,000 to the gentleman. Thank you so much for your bidding, and thank you so much for your attention.
Well done. Tim. Yeah, make sure you get it. Georgina, thank you. Well done. Fantastic, eh?
Well, it's quite
Well,
hard when
but it is.
everybody's sort of,
Yeah, it is hard. I feel your pain. I've been there. I know what charities are like.